You know, when we think about the race for AI dominance, we usually picture lines of code, right? But the real battle, it's being fought with concrete, steel, and a mind-boggling amount of electrical power. And a massive new front in that war has just opened up in Australia. Let's break down what's really happening. Let that sink in for a second. $7 billion. That's the kind of money we're talking about for a new project that's about to create one of the most powerful AI hubs on the entire planet, and it's happening right in Sydney. This isn't just another investment. It's a huge declaration that the future of AI is being physically built right now, down under. So what you're looking at here, this is the blueprint for a next-generation hyperscale AI campus. It's the result of a landmark partnership between the global leader in AI, OpenAI, and Australia's #1 data center operator, NEXTDC. And just to put this into perspective, this is OpenAI's single biggest infrastructure bet in the entire Asia-Pacific region. It's a huge deal. All right, so who are the giants behind this mega deal? This whole thing didn't just happen by accident. It's actually a perfect storm of strategic need meeting a huge opportunity. And this really breaks it down perfectly, you know, the two sides of this coin. On one hand, you've got OpenAI. They're the brain of the operation. They are in a high-stakes, reportedly code-red race to stay ahead of everyone else. And to win, they need more than just brilliant coders. They need a physical fortress. Massive, secure, reliable places to train and run their AI models. And that's where NextD steps in. They are the masters of building these digital fortresses in Australia. So you have OpenAI with this endless appetite for power and space, and NextD has the supply, locked and loaded. Okay, but this begs a really big question, right? Every developed country on Earth is fighting for this kind of investment. So why Australia? Why did OpenAI place this massive bet down under? So yeah, what is it about Australia that makes it the perfect place to build a multi-billion-dollar AI hub? Well, this wasn't some lucky guess. If you look at OpenAI's own internal reports, it was a super calculated move based on a pretty unique set of Australian strengths. And here it is. This is basically the checklist that put Australia right at the top. According to OpenAI, Australia just crushes the competition in the essentials. It has the land, which you absolutely need for these sprawling facilities. It has stable government policies, and, critically, an efficient permitting process, which means you can build fast. It's also got massive potential for renewable energy to power these incredibly hungry data centers. And maybe the final piece of the puzzle? Australia is a Tier 1 approved country for getting the best of the best NVIDIA chips, the literal brains of any AI supercomputer. Okay, so we've covered the why, but now let's get to the really cool part. What exactly goes inside one of these AI fortresses? What does it take to build something that can house the brain of a global AI? Let's take a look under the hood. Right, first things first, you have to forget everything you think you know about data centers. An AI data center isn't just some big warehouse full of servers. The insane demands of AI have completely, and I mean completely, changed the game. We're talking about engineering that was basically science fiction just a few years back. It really boils down to one single massive problem: heat. You cram thousands of these incredibly powerful AI chips together, and they generate a ridiculous amount of it. Your standard air conditioning? No chance. It just can't keep up. The solution, as you see here, is liquid cooling. The analogy here is pretty simple, actually. Think of traditional air cooling like the fan in your regular family car. But liquid cooling, that's like the custom-built, high-performance system you'd find in a Formula 1 race car. It's just way more efficient and lets you pack way more power into the same amount of space. And believe it or not, liquid cooling is just the beginning. To even be considered AI ready, a place like NextDC's has to tick off an insane checklist. It needs official certification from NVIDIA itself. It has to be able to pump up to 600 kilowatts of power into a single server rack. That's enough to run dozens of houses. It needs what's called a Tier 4 certification, which is the highest possible rating, guaranteeing 100% uptime. Because when you're running an AI model for weeks, even 1 second of downtime is a catastrophe. And finally, it guarantees data sovereignty. All the data stays protected under Australian law. And this is what it looks like when all those technical specs become a reality. It's not just a building anymore, is it? It's the physical backbone, the fortress that's going to power this new AI-driven economy. But look, a deal this huge is never just about the tech, is it? This puts Australia at a major crossroads. And it's sparking a really high-stakes debate about the country's future. We're talking massive potential rewards, but also some pretty significant risks. So let's start with the carrot, the big prize. OpenAI's own report suggests that if Australia plays its cards right, embracing AI could add a jaw-dropping 115 billion Australian dollars to the economy every single year by 2030, mostly from productivity boosts across the board. So it's no surprise that the Australian government is all in on this, right? They're calling it a terrific outcome, framing it as this huge win. For them, this is proof that their tech strategy is working, that Australia can really be a major player in the global AI game. But not everyone is celebrating just yet. And this is the other side of the story, the sharp counter-argument. You have experts like Eddie Major, an AI policy research fellow, who are saying, hey, hold on a second. He's basically calling this a big tech vendor sales pitch and asking a really important question. Who really benefits here? The big worry is that all the real value, all the profits, will just flow overseas to the multinational companies, and that the promises of new jobs might be way overblown for these highly automated facilities. And that right there is the fundamental question at the heart of all of this. Is this Australia's golden ticket to the AI future? A once-in-a-generation shot to get ahead of the curve? Or is it a massive giveaway to big tech, where Australia provides the real estate and the power, but most of the real rewards end up somewhere else? That is the $7 billion question. And you can bet Australia is going to be figuring out the answer for a long, long time.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow. See you in the next video.